All right, good morning. So, it's been a long time. It's been some months since I've made a recording. I've been on quite the journey of discovery. Anybody who's listened to this has heard my last entries. I was going through a really hard time, going through a really hard separation and breakup. Got my heart broke. But it was all for the better. It all had to happen. It all needed to and happened for me. And as hard as that is to realize in the moments that we're feeling that, I can look back and see that it really did happen for me. And it's taken me to a new place in my life. It's had me move states. I'm in Texas now. I'm actually in El Paso at the moment with another beautiful soul. We're creating content, we're creating things together, we're working together, we have each other's backs, and it's beautiful. Through my trials and what I've been through, I found community. I found a real community. I found a home. I found a soul tribe. I found myself. I found security within myself, even with everything else that's changing around you. And that's kind of what the message was that came to me today. I just started waking up and leading a group of men in morning routines. We do breath work, we do movement, we do gratitude, journaling, and then we share. And we've been waking up early, 5:30 for me, where I'm at. And it's been really powerful to lead myself and to have the responsibility and privilege of leading other powerful men that could lead me, but I get the chance and opportunity to lead them. And so it's been a very big stretch for me. It's been very good for me. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity and for these men in my life. And so after my sprints this morning, I did the routine this morning outside. It's freezing cold out here in El Paso. And after I did that, I did some sprints and I sat in silence. Well, not silence, I sat listening to some music. Some calming, it was actually worship music. And the message came to me, it's like, you are your own security, because where I'm at in my life, I don't have a stable place that I'm staying right now. I'm moving around. And this is also the life that I was looking for. I was looking to create a life where I could travel and create content and move around and be with people that I love and create and feel free. And for me, it's very important that I have security and structure in my life for myself. And whereas most people look for their security and structure in their environment, I have realized, and the message came to me, that I am my security and my structure. And how do I do that? I do that by showing up powerfully for myself in the mornings and creating a routine that no matter where I'm at, no matter where I'm at in the world, I can wake up, I can create structure, I can meditate, I can breathe, I can move my body, I can journal. I can do these things to set myself up to create the inner security in a world that's not secure, in a world that's full of chaos and change. When everything around you is changing, I can be that constant, at least for that first part. I can be the anchor in my own life, and I can structure my dreams, my goals, my plans, my energy around that security. I don't need external validation or external security, external structure. Now, environment is important, and it's important that you stay in environments that support you. However, this is what I was asking for. And if this is what I'm asking for, where am I going to get that from? Unless I create it myself. And so that's the message that I wanted to share that came to me today, that while things around you may change, and things around you may feel shaky and insecure, I've learned to trust myself through this journey. This journey has been a large part of learning how to trust me, learning how to trust my intuition, learning how to trust my gut, my feelings, listening to myself, listening to what's right and what's wrong for me. And while I still have a long way to go, I still have my moments of doubt, moments of questioning whether or not I'm projecting or I'm creating things in my own mind, I've been quiet enough and still enough within myself to really learn or know. Dang, my phone. Okay. To know whether or not what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking is taking me closer or further away from what I want. And so as I sit here, I'm walking, but as I sit here in this place in my life, ready to step into my bigness, ready to step into and leave my place of comfort to go to my place of calling, I am being stretched. I'm being asked to do things that I normally wouldn't do. I'm being asked to trust in ways that I found very hard to in the past. Things have been put in my face that I am seeing the vision for what the possibilities are, but I'm also having to rest and wait and allow, right? It's like God has given me this vision for things in my life that are right in my face, but He's also saying, allow it, wait, timing, and I have to be careful with the word wait. I have to be careful with that idea, because it also, as uncomfortable it can be to wait, it can be very comfortable to just wait for something to happen, wait to have that conversation, wait to tell someone how you feel, wait to do the thing that you need to do. And so it takes discernment. And so in the place that I'm in right now, if I don't create the security and the structure for myself, it becomes very hard for me to discern whether or not I'm waiting in comfort or whether or not I'm waiting in obedience to what's unfolding in my life. And for right now, at least, I believe that I'm listening and surrendering. But it is convenient that partially what I'm waiting for and waiting on is something that I want to avoid, at least for the time being. And so I have to really keep that in check. I have to keep that in check for myself. And so it's good to be back. I'm a different person. I'm not the same man that I was when you were listening to me all those months ago. I've gone through several transformations. I've been through that mastermind. I went to this retreat that literally changed my life. I could never be the same after that retreat. The level of love, the level of connection that I felt is something that I can't even describe or explain. So I'm not going to try it in this episode or this time. Maybe one day I will try to describe what I experienced in the level of love. But once you experience that level of love with people and that level of connection with yourself, you can't unexperience it. You can't unsee it. You can't unknow it. And so it's literally taken me to a whole different level in my life. Internally, right? Because externally my life still reflects similar circumstances and situations. It's like I've planted so deep. I've planted a foundation and seeds that are so deep, and the roots are growing so deep that as this starts to bloom and sprout and grow into a powerful tree, that this tree will be for generations. I can feel that. And so I can feel the size and the bigness of the calling on my life. And it's much bigger than I ever thought. And I appreciate those of you who have been on this journey with me. I appreciate those of you who have listened. I appreciate those of you who are listening now, who've wondered about me, who've asked about me, who've thought about me. Sometimes we have to go within and really spend time with ourselves. And during this time I was receiving, and I was not able to give at the capacity that I was giving before. And I was also not, I was working through some shit, it was real. It was real what I was working through, and it all happened for me. And in many ways, I'm grateful for what I've learned. I'm grateful for what happened. I'm grateful for this person who I had in my life, what I learned from her, what I've grown through, and also for the tragedy of what I felt happen and how it forced me to make a different choice, and it brought me to a different place with new possibilities. And it's very clear that the calling on my life is much bigger than what I was thinking, and things had to be removed from my life in order for me to see that. So that being said, I'm at 10 minutes already. I'm going to continue sharing as I feel like sharing. I do have a powerful routine that I'm working on. Maybe I'll make it part of my routine to share every day. But I'm going to allow myself to be free and do this as I'm feeling inspired. I'm not going to create an extra thing that I have to do that I feel obligated to do. I'm going to do this from a place of love, from a place of giving, from a place of overflow. And guys, I used to talk about the sunrises and sunsets in Puerto Rico, but here in El Paso, wow, this sunrise, looking over the city of the lights and the mountains, it's quite magical. These mountains to my right, it's a sight to behold. If you're ever in El Paso, definitely check out sunrise. It's a magnificent time. And today's a magnificent day to be alive. If nobody's told you, I fucking love you. You're worthy. You're worth it. And I hope you have a beautiful, magical day. Blessings and big love. Peace.